interesting topic to talk about. Now, a lot of people have this question of how to maintain a brilliant user experience in a mobile application, especially when the mobile application is just launched and you don't really know how your customers are going to react to your application. When we build a mobile application, we run many different tests on the mobile application before it actually goes out in the stores. And many of those people, these entrepreneurs, those are first timers, they tend to rely on their personal device in order to see how good their application performs. Now, that may work in some cases, but most of the cases, the end user might be on a different device. The size of the device may be entirely different. The operating system that your user is operating on may be entirely different, may not work the way your operating system works. Now, all these different things can easily be rectified, or if there are any issues, they can be identified right before you actually push your application to the app stores. There are many tools available in the market. Those let you test your application on different real devices. By using these tools, there are many tools available in the market. Subscription range from $30 to $300 or even more. Depending on how good you want to be with your testing, these tools are really powerful and really helpful as well. Now, when you launch an application to the App Store, you should run your app through these tools, through different OS systems, as well as through different screen sizes. When you do that, you don't just rectify the responsive issues in your app, but you also rectify all the functional issues those your customer may end up receiving in the app. So make sure to do enough testing before launching the app in the store. The second thing that I would say, which is also very important, is that when your app is being used by the initial beta testers, I suggest people to use beta testing as the number one thing before actually going live. This lets your customers know that your app is in beta testing. You're allowing your customers to be able to use the app, but it is not fully done yet. So this idea of having the app in the beta allows you to get away with the initial problems that you might face, because your customer would know that they're using an app which is in beta. Now, the other thing that you should do is to use tools like Firebase Analytics as well as Microsoft Clarity installed in your application. When you have these tools installed in your application, it allows you to gather all different types of data that you can keep an eye on for the first few weeks of your application launch, and keep an eye on how your users perform, which activities in your app are receiving the crashes, and how you can optimize to minimize those crashes. Now, a lot of the time when people use your app, every user is unique in their own way, depending on which criteria, which demographic they're at. They might click a certain element too often, which is not meant to be clicked too often. For example, if you have a certain API request happening on a refresh, and if you're refreshing data on a swipe down, and if somebody is just keeping on swiping down, and you haven't really handled multiple requests on that specific activity, you're gonna get into trouble. You might get your users facing the crash issues, and there are so many other things those can happen. But with the tools like Microsoft Clarity and Firebase Analytics, you get to know where exactly they face the issue, which activity and which certain action they performed in order to receive that error, and then you can swiftly rectify the issue by pushing a new update in the app stores. Now, these are a few ways that I use to make sure that the app that we launch is made to perform to its best. And we also, because we offer mobile application development as a service, we need to ensure, and we always ensure, that our applications are built for performance and are absolutely bug free. Make sure to do enough testing before you go live with your application. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.